can't find the right words for this video. So this is gonna be it. I want to start by saying thank you to my Patreon members who have signed up and become members. Without you, I wouldn't have found this question. On my Patreon account, I'm doing Q&A videos in Tier 1, and I've been going through my entire YouTube channel, finding all the questions worth answering. So if you're interested in the Q&A video where I answer this question, plus a whole lot of other questions, go check out the Patreon account. The link's gonna be down below. But as I was searching through the channel, finding questions to answer, I noticed a trend in one question. And it's, is it worth it to go through the program versus paying out of pocket? And I believe it is. You're gonna gain so much more experience and knowledge going through the program versus paying out of pocket to do it. And I say this because the majority of you are coming to the channel for this information because you don't know the information. Now, I've gained this information, one, because I went through the apprenticeship program, and two, because I went there and I know the correct knowledge, and I've gone out to the ships and I've gained other knowledge from other sailors, and I know the right information from the wrong information. There was a bosun on my last ship that he joined the maritime industry back in the day of Z cards. And back in those days, you didn't need your basic STCWs. You could get a Z card, get on a ship, and start sailing. And as you gained sea time and experience, you could get signed off to become an OS. You could get helm time and get signed off to become an AB. Nowadays, that's not the answer. And one, because it's gonna take way too long to do that. Where the apprenticeship program, in a year and a half, you're gonna be an AB or an oiler or on your way to a cook, because the steward department requires more days to move up. If you don't know anything about this industry, you're coming to my channel, you're finding this information, then you might not have any family members or friends that know anything, and that's why you're coming here. And you're taking my information and you're thinking, oh, I don't want to go to school because it's going to be quasi-military and I don't want to shave my head, or I don't want to be clean cut or whatever, I want to keep my hair long. Well, if you don't know anything about the industry and you're set on just paying out of pocket to get your basic STCWs, it's going to be a constant struggle for you. It's going to take you at least 2 years, to get up to the point of where an apprentice is at a year to year and a half. It's going to take you twice as long. And it's because you don't know exactly what you have to do. And that's how the apprentices started. They didn't know exactly what to, that's how I started. I didn't know exactly what I needed or what I had to do. And the apprenticeship program lays it all out for you. They have a big, huge template that they just walk you through, get everything you need, teach you about the industry, teach you the lingo, teach you the ships. They give you all your basic things to get on any ship you want. They send you out the door as an AB or an oiler, or a cook on the way to cook. Where the other route of paying out of pocket, you don't know anything about the industry. You don't even know if you're gonna like the industry. Unlike the program, where if you go through the program, you get a feel for what it's like in the first phase. You're confined to a certain space. You're only with so many people for a certain amount of time. You have to get along with those people. There's no running away from those people. And you finish the program, you're not stuck with the union. You don't have to keep sailing. You have your credentials now, and you can decide, I don't want to work for the union. I don't want to sail. You still have your credentials to keep. And you got all your credentials for free. You didn't have to pay anything besides a couple plane tickets. Now, if you pay out of pocket, right at the front door, you're paying a fee to get your STCWs. That's money out of pocket that you're not going to get back. Okay, maybe you'll recuperate some of it on your first contract, but that first contract, you're not going to get the same contracts that a B book is getting, because you're paying the initiation fee to join the union. You're starting at the bottom of seniority. You're starting as a C book. An apprentice, when they finish the program, they start out as B books. So you lose money at the front door to get your STCWs. You pay to join the union, you get on a job. You recuperate some of that money for your STCWs again, and some money for yourself. But you're still not as far ahead as the apprentice is, who has no money out of pocket besides a plane ticket, and they're about to finish the program while you're still on your first contract. You get done with your first contract, or maybe you get done with your second contract if you're really motivated to push forward and get to your AB or your oiler, whatever. You finish your second contract. Now, the apprentice has already got their AB. They already got their oiler. They already have their B-book seniority, and now with their B-book seniority, they can outbid you on jobs. They can take the job that you want, which most likely they're gonna find other jobs anyways. But now you're a C-book, you got 2 contracts, you've recuperated some of your money, you've made some money, but now the apprentice is more qualified than you, they're a higher rating than you, and they're making more money than you, picking up contracts over you, and they're doing that within a year and a half. Now, you've done 2 contracts, but you don't have enough days in to take your AB class or your oiler class. So you gotta do another contract and another contract. Okay, now you have enough days. Now, the apprentice has already taken 2 contracts of a higher rating than you and made that money all for themselves without paying out of pocket. You're 3 contracts in, you had to pay for bills at home, food and all that. The apprentice didn't have to pay for food or housing or the classes. You have to pay for the food, the housing, the classes yourself. So now all that money's back down while the apprentice isn't out of pocket any money, and they're just making money. Now you have to pay for that class to become an AB or an oiler. You're out of money again. And now you're at the same level. You probably have the B-book seniority and you're at the same level as an apprentice. But now you're on your 3rd year of sailing and you realize you really hate it. You've wasted 3 years of your life. Spent all this money to get to where an apprentice is at in twice the amount of time. An apprentice did a year and a half of school and was able to start making money without any out-of-pocket expenses. And if they decided they didn't want to sail anymore, they didn't lose any money over it. If you do your STCW, if you pay out of pocket, you might not ever even reach an AB or an oiler spot before you realize that this wasn't for you. But you've already lost money because you had to pay out of pocket for it. So, is it worth it to go through the program? Yes. They're gonna teach you what you need to know, and they're gonna show you the way. You're not gonna have to struggle on your own trying to figure all this out, and at the same time figuring out if this industry is just for you. That's what I got. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This industry isn't for everybody. And if you're gonna pay out of pocket a bunch of money to get into something that you're not sure is even for you, then you might as well just, I don't know, go gamble your money. Just go throw it away or something, you know? Because it's a loss. It's a loss if you're trying to do it on your own. compared to going through the program, not paying anything. Hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share. Check out my Patreon below. You can find all my Q&A videos there starting January 2021. The missing pieces of the vlog will start coming through, and exclusive shipping stories will start coming through as well. So I'll see you in the next one.